This your boy E-Yayo Too Hard, E-Yayo. Hey, I'm doing an interview with Exclusive Films. Hey, y'all find me on Facebook, E-Yayo Too Hard, YouTube, E-Yayo, Instagram, E___Yayo. I'm E-Yayo, man. I'm a piano man, basically. Like, I rap, produce. I play bass guitar, play drum, and I'm just an up-and-coming artist for real. So I'm trying to change the up-and-coming.
Okay, so what got you into all those different instruments you play? You said the drums and piano.
When it comes to what got me into it, my dad really got me into it. Like my dad, he played bass guitar, and I had started living with him. I was living with my mom at first. I started living with him when I was about 14, 15, and really he was a professional, man. Like everybody know him, everybody watching him, a musician, they know him. You feel me? And honestly, I ain't really have no choice but to get good or but to learn, because I mean, I grew up around it, and then it was always in me. So I mean, you know, that's pretty much how I got started with it.
Okay, you enjoy those instruments, or you want to learn new ones?
Of course. Oh yeah, I definitely want to learn new ones on sax, lead guitar, most definitely, for real. Honestly, I love to learn every instrument, you know, so. Sure.
Okay, so you're open to a whole lot of stuff. So you say you produce and you rap, right? So do you have anything that you have rapped and produced out on your own, already out for other people to be able to experience?
Oh, definitely. My whole catalog on YouTube, I just say E-Yayo, you look me up. My whole catalog on YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, Amazon Music, Pandora, iHeartRadio, all of them. Every streaming platform y'all can find me on. Y'all just look me up.
Okay. So kind of tell us more about you. Where are you from?
I'm originally from Pritchard, Alabama. Raised up right down the street from the Harlem Duke. Anybody from Pritchard, y'all know where the Harlem Duke is. Right over there by Ella Grant Elementary School, right down the street from Polar Park. Pretty much moved out of Pritchard when I was about 10, 11. Moved to Mobile, and just been grinding ever since, doing the music ever since, for real, for real.
Okay. So what high school did you go to? Did you stick with like the Pritchard thing and go Viger or Blunt, or you went somewhere else?
You say what, high school?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to Viger for a little minute, and then I went to Daphne, and I went to MGM. Went to Bay Minette Alternative School for a little minute. Yup.
Okay, they hopped around a little bit. That's cool. So what inspires you with your music? All of it. What inspires you to do it?
When you say what inspired me, you mean what inspired me to start learning music or start making music and putting it out?
What inspires your music? Like what do you get your inspiration for the music? What is your, the ideas, the thoughts, the feelings? Where does that come from?
Yeah, my ideas that come from my life. Like that's what I do. Like I rap about my life. Everything you see or hear on my songs is personal stuff that I done been through. I really make music for myself, you know. When you done been through a lot in life for real, you know what I'm saying? And when you find something that inspires you, you know what I'm saying? Pretty much that's what music did for me, you know what I'm saying? It inspired me. So when I go through something, you know, that's my outlet. You know what I'm saying? That's how I express myself instead of going out, shooting up something, robbing something, you know what I'm saying? I kind of put that aside, you know what I'm saying, and just concentrate strictly on the music, for real, for real. My daddy, like I said, my pop, he had, told me, like, hey, anytime you're going through something, get in the yoke, you know what I'm saying, get in that music. At first, I didn't understand it, for real, for real. At first, it didn't work like that, but as I got older, and I started trying it, you know what I'm saying, it really helped me get through what I was going through, different stuff I was going through. So all of my music that you hear, most of it is inspirational. You know, I got some music that I'm talking about, the bad shit that I done did in the past, you know what I'm saying, on some Boosie Webby type shit, on some NBA Youngboy type shit. But as I got older, you know what I'm saying, I kind of migrated to inspiring, motivating, encouraging. I want to really, instead of motivating the youth and motivating people to do bad, you know what I'm saying, to come up, you know what I'm saying, I took the other route, you know what I'm saying, inspired them to do good so they can come up.
show them that's another way. It ain't just what everybody else try to make it or how they. Yeah. Okay then, that's good. Need more stuff like that. So do you mainly write or is it mostly freestyle?
Nah, when it comes to freestyle, this is my personal opinion. I know a lot of artists out there freestyle, and don't write. But when it comes to me, in my opinion, I feel like when you write and you're able to sit down and really, harness like what you're going through and that pain, and you really able to concentrate and write bar for bar, put your heart into it. I feel like you're able to express yourself way better. I'm able to express myself way better when I write. And the product that I put out, I'm a perfectionist with music because, like I said, going back to my dad, my pop, he put that in me. Like growing up, I started playing instruments in the church. I started rapping outside the church, but like I started playing instruments in church. So my pop was the type of guy, he was a perfectionist. So if I was to go to an event or go to church or whatever trying to play a song, and if I didn't have that song to the T, down to the T, you know what I'm saying? Like every note, no bad notes, you know what I'm saying? If I didn't have it like that, or my dad embarrass me, like, no, you ain't playing this, sit down, you feel me, until you get it right, go home. And if he ain't see me practicing for hours and hours, working on getting it right, you're like, you don't deserve to play in front of folks. And I appreciate that to this day because that's why I'm like I am. I don't brag on myself at all. It's plenty of musicians in Mobile, Alabama. That's way better than me. That's killing me. You know what I'm saying? On keys, bass, drums, there's plenty of them.
Yeah.
But that's I'm a perfectionist. You know what I'm saying? So that's where that comes from.
Okay, so your dad kind of made you helped you form to who you are today.
If it weren't for my pop, I wouldn't be able to play.
Okay, shout out to Pops then.
Oh yeah. I love you, Daddy, for sure.
So, kind of tell us more about you personally. Do you have a girlfriend? Are you married?
No, I was married. I was married. I had 2 kids. I'm a dedicated father. I pride myself on taking care of my children. I buy them everything. I don't even let I tell they folk that you need anything, come to me. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to buy on that because I don't want nobody to be able to say that Yayo, that E was a bad father, or he ain't do this or he ain't do that. Yeah. So if your mama make sure, my kids come first. Anything. Anybody that try to come to the yoke, they'll tell you like, if I got my kids as a rap, if I have to get my kids as a rap, like I put them over money, put them over anything. You feel me? So
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what I stand for though. When it comes to a girlfriend, you know what I'm saying? No, I don't have no girlfriend. In this day and age, you really gotta wait for the right person because if you don't have the right person that's building you up, you know what I'm saying, it can make you forget who you is. You know what I'm saying? And when you forget who you is, you start moving in a way that, you know what I'm saying, you don't stand for real. And when you start doing that, you know what I'm saying, you really start not living yourself. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to a woman, when it comes to a girlfriend, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm real careful about that. I ain't really met a woman, you know what I'm saying, that's really that wanna do that shit for real. You know what I'm saying? And deal with what I been going through and all that. So I'm just waiting for the right one for real. But I love to have a significant other though.
Okay, so are you dating right now? Or are you just kind of sticking to yourself?
I was dating, but like I said, it had a bad turn. Had a turn for the bad. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I ain't letting nothing get in front of my music. I ain't letting nothing like if it deteriorates me, like if it's making me, you know what I'm saying, like go down or feel a certain type of way, if it ain't encouraging me or uplifting me or making me encouraged and feel like going to get it, then I just at this point in age too, I'm 32. Like at this point in age, I just ain't got time for it. Literally, I ain't got time for it. So
okay. Okay, I understand that. So you just not feeling the dating scene now. What are your thoughts on the dating scene this year, 2024? How you feel like it is now?
Yeah, I feel like for real, dating in 2024, honestly, when I grew up, like I remember hearing, you know, with the women in my life, like, you know, mama, grandma, my auntie, sisters, you know, it was opposite of what it is now. Like back then, like it was you heard a lot of men like dogging women, you know what I'm saying? Like going them dirty, you know what I'm saying?
Cheating, lying, beating, stuff like that.
All that. Cheating, lying, beating, all that, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like, honestly, what did happen in 2024, I feel like the women just done got tired of it. And righteously so. Like, I don't hold it against them, honestly. I mean, they human, you feel me? I feel like they done got tired of being dogged by the men and not a shoe under the foot. Yeah. Honestly, I feel like the women got such a big wall up. Their defense is so strong now that they just ain't, they on the type of time that men was on back in the 90s and the 80s, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, dating in 2024, it's all about, and every woman ain't like it. Every woman ain't like it, but a lot of them is like more so like what you can do for me. It ain't about love with women a whole lot in 2024. And like I said, righteously so. I don't hold it against them. You feel me? You know, honestly, everybody wants somebody that got something going, got some type of emotion going. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't feel like on the female side, I don't feel like it's about. I don't feel like they necessarily looking for love first. Yeah. I feel like, you know, they looking for maybe support or something like that, or help or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I feel like dating in 2024 is toxic, for real, in a lot of ways. If you don't find the right person, you Gucci. But if you don't find the right person, it's toxic.
Yeah, it kind of waste time then.
Most definitely.
Okay. So do you feel like it's popularity over talent in Mobile?
I most definitely feel like it's popularity over talent in Mobile. Mobile have a lot of talented people. You know what I'm saying? A lot of talented people. And the most talented folk ain't on the forefront. You know, most of the people that's in the forefront in Mobile, Alabama, is popularity based, you know what I'm saying? Either they didn't, and it's really based on a lot of negativity, you know what I'm saying? Like, and really not in Mobile, and not just in Mobile, like it's Chicago, it's in Atlanta, you know, in Texas. It's like the whoever do the worst thing, whoever get the most time, whoever do the most heinous crime, that's whoever do the most shiesty stuff, whoever cheat the most, whoever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's who blow up. You know what I'm saying? That's who get the most attention. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? In this day, and whoever troll the most.
Yeah, you know like bad publicity is the best publicity at this time.
Exactly. You know, any publicity is good publicity. That's what everybody kind of go by. And I'm against it. You know what I'm saying? But that's just how the world is, honestly. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah, kind of go with. It's just make it bigger. Whatever the worst thing is, they just kind of make it bigger. But
that's exactly right. That's right.
What made you fall in love with your music? With music, period.
What made me fall in love with music? What made me fall in love with music is just an experience. Like I said, my pop, like going to a church that he was going to as a kid. You know, I'm 7, 8, 9, 10, going to his church. Like I said, he was a professional. And walking in the church that he went to was Nazarene Full Gospel on the Beltline in Pritchard. Just to give you kind of a direction on where it's at. It's a Love's gas station on the service road right there in Pritchard, off 45 by McDonald's and Burger King. It's a Love's gas station. Yeah. That service road is a big church down the street called Nazarene Full Gospel. That's the church that I'm talking about. And when I walk in there, and if I was in any type of mood, like once they start playing their music, it shifted, like they were shifting the atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? they could change your mood, you know what I'm saying? And not just with me, it's with everybody in the church, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody be sitting down, you know what I'm saying, just chilling. But once their music starts, they'll get up, and they'll be clapping, they'll be dancing, they'll be happy, smiles on their face, you know what I'm saying? The kids, same way. Kids will be dancing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, praising God, you know what I'm saying? And it's just, to me, how I started looking at it, I look at that as a superpower. You know what I'm saying? Being able to shift the atmosphere and change somebody's mood with just you playing an instrument or just you singing. You know, that's real powerful. That's real profound. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people take that for granted. You know what I'm saying? But I don't. You know what I'm saying? So it just made me fall in love with it, cause like, you know, you can help people a lot of different ways. You got nurses, you got doctors.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's really helping people. That's really changing lives. You know what I'm saying? You got presidents. You know what I'm saying? Lawyers. You know what I'm saying? Judges. They're changing lives. But to be able to change your life, you know what I'm saying, or to be able to stop somebody from committing suicide, or to be able to break somebody out of depression, just by music, just by the words coming out your mouth, just by the melody coming out your vocal cords, just by me touching the keys, I'm able to make you cry. I'm able to make you think about, you know what I'm saying, and change, you know what I'm saying, the way you is, you know what I'm saying, change your mentality. That's so powerful to me, you know what I'm saying. So I fell in love with it, you know what I'm saying, and I've been trying to help people and change lives through my music ever since.
Okay, that's nice. You just see somebody, you know, his favorite song come on, now you from sad to happy, or, you know, it kind of speaks to what's going on the inside. So, yeah, being able to play music is a power, basically what you said.
Most definitely. Just like Roy Wade is one of them. You know, he just had a concert, and I seen some clips of, like, some grown-ups and kids, like, crying at his concert. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's, when you able to do that, you know what I'm saying? Like, another guy, Michael Jackson, you know what I'm saying? When you able to inspire a community of folk, and really one person, you know, you able to inspire one person, like, man, that's powerful, man. To be able to, for God to be able to give you that gift, and you be able to use it like that, man, that's powerful.
Yeah, it is. So, what would be your long-term musical goal?
My long-term musical goal, I want to be the first, long-term, I want to be the first artist. Because I can play anything. Like, if I hear it,
you can just copy. You can just put it back out there.
Most definitely. Just like Drumline. Everybody seen Drumline, how he was like, he couldn't read it, but if he heard it, he said,
yeah, he can go ahead and do it.
Exactly. So, what was the question again?
Your long-term musical goal.
So my long-term musical goal pretty much is I want to win a Grammy. Not only just win a Grammy, I want to be the first artist to win a Grammy in hip-hop, gospel, classical, jazz.
Okay.
In the same year. Oh. I want to win it in the same year. I want to be the first artist to do that. Okay, that's my long-term musical goal. So
you're over all types of genres, not just rap or gospel, but you're kind of into other things as well.
I love music. If it changes you, if it inspires you, then that's what I'm for. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people don't like rap. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't like classical. A lot of people don't like country. A lot of people don't like hard rock. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But a lot of people do. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like God blessed me with a gift to be able to play all of it. Yeah. So the way I think about it, who am I to hold that back? Who am I to not use it just because I'm not a fan of that type of music or something like that? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
I got you.
That's my long-term musical goal. And then just making my pop proud. Like, my dad had died. You know what I'm saying? He did.
Sorry for your loss.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I appreciate it. But before he died, like, he had went into cardiac arrest. And he became a vegetable after that. Wow. But before that happened, you know, my dad, he had told me, he had pulled me aside, he told me I was ready. He was like, you ready? Go and put out your music. Like, I want to see it before I go. Mm-hmm. And I was scared. Like, I didn't think I was ready. Like, I'm a perfectionist. Like I said, he put that in me.
Yeah.
So, like, the whole time he telling me that, I'm like, nah, I want to get this perfect. You know what I'm saying? But he's just like, no piece of music is going to be just perfect in your eyes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to always be able to fix something. You're always going to be able to make it a little better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I didn't understand that then, and I hate that. But now I understand it. So,
Okay, so you mentioned, your dad a lot. You mentioned growing up in church and told us the church name. So are you a religious person now?
oh yeah, most definitely, most definitely. Yeah, I believe in Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? I believe that's my Lord and Savior, for real, for real. Even though like I do cuss in my music, I do talk about stuff that I done did, and it's bad stuff. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to religion, I'm more so relationship based. You know what I'm saying? Like when you say religion, you know what I'm saying? That's religion got to do with a lot of tradition. You can get caught up in tradition. And sometimes you can do stuff out of tradition and forget the purpose and really what you're doing. Like for instance, for example, everybody pray over their food, right?
Yeah.
But a lot of times, a lot of people just be like, they'll say a little quick prayer. Just out of tradition. You don't really think about the prayer. You don't really, before you eat, you ain't really just like looking at that food and like, I guess people locked up that's eating trash.
Yeah.
Like, it's people that ain't got food. It's people that's outside of the courthouse in Mobile, Alabama right now, sleeping on the ground hungry. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of people, when they pray, they don't think about that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? They're not really taking into account how big of a blessing it is to be able to eat. You know what I'm saying? How big of a blessing it is to have food on your table. You know what I'm saying? So let's go to the religion. They go to the tradition. So if you get too caught up in religion and tradition, you'll just be doing it without really having a relationship with God. And if you do that, God ain't honoring that. God, you ain't gonna get in heaven like that. You gotta have a relationship with him. You gotta really be thankful for this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So of course I'm very religious, and then just to continue to touch on that, like when it comes to people that don't believe in Christianity, like Jesus Christ, like the Bible, when it comes to Muslims, when it comes to Islams, and when it comes to Buddhists and all that type of stuff, the way I feel about the Bible is that even if you not a Christian, the word of God, the Bible is proven. Like my point is, what I mean by that is like, if you follow the instructions in the Bible, it'll make your life better. Like it's just, like thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal. You know what I'm saying? Thou shalt not commit adultery. If you do that type of stuff, you're gonna have your life gonna have a better value to it. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't commit adultery on your wife, the wife don't commit adultery on her husband, that marriage gonna prosper. You know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10. If you treat others the way you want to be treated, you know what I'm saying? They gonna treat you good. You know what I'm saying? If you don't kill, don't steal, you ain't gonna do no time. Like if you follow them principles in the Bible, like even if you're not a Christian, like it's gonna make your life better. You know what I'm saying? So
give it that quality.
That's how I feel about religion.
Okay, that's pretty nice. I'm pretty religious as well, so I understand you on that tip. So you say you've done some things back in the day. You've gone to jail or prison before?
Oh yeah, I've been to the feds before. I got locked up in 2022. I got locked up in 2022 right before my pop died. I mean, right after my pop died, I got locked up and went to the feds.
And did that experience change you? And if it did, how do you think it changed you?
Yeah, it did change me. I know it might sound weird to a lot of people, but prison was a blessing for me though. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really supposed to go to prison. Like the way I went to prison, like so I was on house arrest. They put me on. I went to prison on a violation of probation.
Oh.
I was on probation first. They had me on house arrest. And when they put me on house arrest, right before they put me on house arrest, my dad had went into cardiac arrest. Right before they put me on house arrest. So he was a veteran, and I was taking care of him. You know what I'm saying? But he lived in a place, and I lived in another place. So when they put me on house arrest, I was confined to my home. So my probation officer, they were just being asses, for real. And they just, they didn't let me take care of my dad no more. And I was his only son down here. My dad was 300-some pounds. Anybody that took care of somebody, or was like a registered nurse or somebody that took care of one of their family members that couldn't move and stuff, you know that when you just laying down and if you don't be turned and move, you develop bed sores. Yeah. You develop ulcers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So my probation officers, they one of them knew my dad too, you know what I'm saying? They just pretty, long story short, they pretty much just made me watch my dad die. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't really going for it. So how I got locked up, I got fed up with them not letting me work, not letting me go take care of my dad. So I started sneaking doing it. I started sneaking over his house, on house arrest, to take care of my dad. And they ended up catching me doing it. And they sent me to prison right out there from me. So he died, we had the funeral, I think we had the funeral in, in July, and I went to prison September 1st, and that's how that went.
And that experience, how would you say that experience changed you? Like what?
So, going to prison, when I got in prison, you know what I'm saying? First of all, when you go to prison, like it ain't like what everybody think. Like for real, you know, people think that you go to prison, you know what I'm saying, you be fighting for your life the whole time, people trying to rape you and you be trying to, you know what I'm saying, you gotta stay out the way and want. But really, if you go to prison and you be on the same type of time you was on before, if you a chill person before, you go in there chilling, you know what I'm saying? Like I was just working out, you know what I'm saying? Like the same type of way I'm talking to you.
Yeah, you was just in there being you, just
being me. Like the same type of way I'm talking to you, being inspirational, like talking the shit that I'm talking to you. It was the same thing I was on when I was in there. I'm working out. Like niggas was trying to work out with me. Niggas was like, dang, this nigga on some like positivity type of time. You feel me? So you feel me? Like around all that negativity, like people gonna be drawn to you if you positive. And that's kind of what happened when I was in prison. And then for like the piano and all that, like so in the prison I was in Yazoo. It's a prison in Mississippi, federal penitentiary in Mississippi. And I always thought like the piano ain't gangster. You know, the piano ain't, like I said, I used to be into a lot of stuff. So like I was really hard on keeping this image. Yeah. Keeping this certain image, you know what I'm saying? And when I went to prison, my cellmate had 30 years. And they had a piano in the recreation center in Yazoo. So I'm in there playing the piano, you know what I'm saying, and I'm drawing crowds, you know what I'm saying? I'm in there playing all type of shit. I'm in there rapping and I'm drawing crowds. And my cellar, he just pulled me aside one day. He was like, Greg, you bullshit. He was like, how the fuck you ain't playing the piano and how you ain't blew up yet? Like I'm like, shit, nobody don't know I play. Like nobody, I don't do that shit. Like you feel me?
Yeah, it's something you kept to yourself.
Exactly. So Greg was just like tripping, bro. He was like, bro, you get out and do that shit. This is 100% chance you gonna blow. Like that's your way out. Like that's what makes you different. Like you robbing the world of goddamn your talent. Like you robbing the world of you inspiring people. Like the very thing that I was standing for. Like I was robbing the world of that. You know what I'm saying? I would have never realized that if I didn't go to prison. I wouldn't, like all the lives I touched when I was in there. Like that made me realize, like, dang, I gotta get out and do that. My cellmate, he said, but everything you do it with a piano. Everything you do it with a keyboard. And then another, I had switch cellmates when I was about to get out. And it was a little dude from Birmingham. I forgot his name and everything. But he told me, he was like, this shit just stuck. I don't even know why they stuck with me. You know what I'm saying? But bro was just like, he was like, he hadn't heard me play the piano. He was just like, bro, if you good as everybody say you good, you ain't gotta worry about shit. He was like, you gonna blow. He was like, you gonna be straight. You know what I'm saying? Just be you. Yeah. And he was like, if you good enough, that's it. That's all you need. And for some reason, that shit just stuck with me. And when I got out, I started doing what they told me to do. You know what I'm saying? And they were right. Like, I've been going up ever since. Like, ever since I've been, like, doing what I've been called to do, which is music, which is playing instrument. Yeah. I've been going up. So, if it wasn't for prison,
it kind of helped you realize your superpower, as you would say.
It helped me realize, like, who I was. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, how much of an inspiration I could be, like, for real, you know what I'm saying? And there's so many people that's locked up. There's so much talent in prison, man. Wow. There's so many stories in prison. If these niggas that I was locked up with told you their stories and what they done got through and what they done, the holes they done crawled out of and drug themselves out of, like you will feel like I can do anything. You know what I'm saying? And so most definitely, like, I think about them niggas every day. They're a part of you since that situation. They've been a part of you since then. Man, that's an understatement. Everything is an understatement.
Okay. So I know you said you was in some things. Is that something you would get into? Because you said with you going to prison, you was on house arrest before, and you said you was on house arrest because you broke probation. You know, you care to speak on why you was on probation?
Some little bullshit. Okay. Some shit that I shouldn't have been. I shouldn't even went to prison for real. What I went to prison for. What I went to prison for, I was a mail carrier before a minute. And like, you know what I'm saying? I was doing my little thing, what I was trying to do my little thing. I had like smoked a little blunt before I went to work. And in my truck, being stupid for real. And drove to work. I was late. I was speed to work. I was going 90 and on the interstate. And the police stopped me. And like, so when you work for the mail, the post office, they tell you so like we had like what you call crates in the post office. So like if you a mail carrier, you put all the mail in the crate, like you had stacked crates on top of each other, and like literally like, you know what I'm saying, the back seat of my car had like a crate on top of that, a crate on top of that, you know, stacked with mail. So like with that being said, like it's a crime to like take mail home, even if it's by mistake. So just imagine if you like a mail carrier and like a piece of mail fall on your floor and slide under your seat and shit. Yeah. Like if you get caught with that piece of mail, that's a federal crime. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, no matter how many pieces it is, if you get caught with any type of mail, that's a crime. That's a federal crime. You going to federal prison.
Yeah, you just done at that point.
Exactly. So what happened, I was driving trying to deliver the mail, and a car had pulled out in front of me. I slammed on brakes, and all them crates filled. You know what I'm saying? So some of the mail got on my floor. I picked most of it up and tried to deliver most of it. When I got back to the post office, some of it I didn't see. Went on, took that in the post office. I worked part-time, so I was working every day. Once I got home, I realized I had some mail in my car. But I was kind of like fidgety about just taking it right back. Because I'm like, they already told me like it's a federal crime. So in my head, I'm like, I'm just going to wait till the next day I work to sneak it back in. Yeah. You feel me? So they ain't called me for 3 days. They ain't called me for 3 days to work. So for 3 days, that mail was in my car. So when I finally went back to work was the day I told you I smoked the blunt, I was speeding. When they stopped me, they, you know, sir, we smell weed in the car. Can we search? Hell no, you can't search. They brought the dog. They, dog notified them that I had something in the car. They searched the car. They found my gun and they found that mail stuck up under my seat. Yeah. So that's why I went. That's why I was on house arrest. You know, so
and then that's what led to.
That's what led to me having to sneak and go, take care of my dad and me going to prison.
Okay. Wow, mail will get you some time for real, won't it?
Man.
So, well, with other people that want to do what you do or something like it, what would you say to kind of, inspire them or to, get them to keep going? What's some encouraging words you would have for them?
Somebody that's trying to make music?
Yeah, make music, whatever dream that they have. What would you say to them to try to keep them to keep going, not to give up on what they got planned?
My encouraging words to anybody trying to do anything is that the devil, first of all, the devil know your aspirations. He know what you want to do. The devil know the calling on your life before you know it. With that being said, the devil gonna try to stop you. The devil gonna try to kill you. Like, don't even second guess what it is. Like, don't second guess, you know what I'm saying, that it ain't gonna happen, that you ain't gonna go through stuff to stop you. Like, you gonna go through stuff. So, like, already be expecting that. And you gotta get to a point where you get mad at the devil and get to a point where you say, I'm determined to make you out of a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm determined to beat the odds. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to what you know what I'm saying, like to stay inspired, bro, like you're gonna always have a force fighting against you. You just gotta be determined to be that bigger force. You know what I'm saying? Don't give up. You know what I'm saying? Don't let the devil win. Don't let the devil win. Like, and don't do it just for you. Don't do it just for you. Do it to break generational curses on your family. Do it, you know what I'm saying, for your mama. Do it for your daddy. Do it for your kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, do it for the community. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm big on like leaving the world a better place than what it was when, you know what I'm saying, I arrived. Like, I got 2 little girls. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't want them growing up the way I grew up. I don't want them going to prison. I don't want them having to hustle. I don't want them having to do illegal stuff to get no money. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you do. You know, do it for a bigger purpose than you. And that's going to drive you. That's going to drive you. You feel me? Do it for a bigger purpose. That's my advice.
Okay, that's nice. Good. Let have something more than just yourself. Don't be selfish, basically, to help you push forward through this.
Most definitely.
Okay. So who is Travis Hunter?
Travis Hunter, the football player from Colorado, the nigga that just won the Heisman. They got the crazy ass girlfriend.
Okay, and so what's your thoughts on the situation with him and his crazy girlfriend?
I feel like you need to leave her alone for real. I mean, reasons could. I mean, she just said like he want her type. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she didn't say like, hey, like I ain't want paying no attention till he she done said that shit till he got like good and fame and shit like that. I feel like a girl don't really want you, like she don't think you look good, you know what I'm saying? If she don't think you got nothing going off the jump, you know what I'm saying? Then
something
why
offer
you,
her?
Yeah, like why you with him? Like what you with him because of the fame, like you know what I'm saying? So
just something she can benefit from.
Yeah, man, Brittany, and then like it's too many good women out here, bro. Like she embarrassing, bro. You know what I'm saying? So,
like you was talking about earlier, the type of woman that ain't adding to you, but kind of taking first.
Exactly, and then like, look, when you a pretty woman, you gotta, for the niggas out there, bro, like you gotta realize, like a pretty woman, a fine woman, been told she pretty and fine her whole life. Her whole life she been told she fine and pretty. So I'm saying like. She knows she got options, you know what I'm saying? Like, she gonna move like she got options. If she just ain't got that mindset of, I wanna be a wife, I wanna be a, you know what I'm saying? I wanna build my husband up, you know what I'm saying? I wanna protect his brand, protect his name, you know what I'm saying? Be an honorable wife. She ain't got that type of mindset. And if you do got that mindset, like Travis Hunter, it's pictures of that nigga was ugly as hell. That nigga, when he was young, so you know, my point is saying that you know that nigga humble.
Yeah.
Like, most of the time, an ugly motherfucker gonna be humble, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you humble like that, most of the time, you got that mindset of, I wanna be a good husband, I'ma do shit right, like, because you ain't never just had all that attention. Like, you ain't had nobody telling you, oh, bro, you this and that, you want the one. So shit, with him having that mindset, her having the mindset she had, like, just me personally, I hope they work. I hope that shit don't drive her to the ground, but the way I personally feel, I feel like she gonna hurt him. I feel like she don't, and I feel, honestly, I don't feel like he gonna recover, man. You know, it take some dudes don't never recover, man, from that initial heart. But you can tell that's his like first serious girlfriend. And most niggas just can't handle that shit. So I'm praying for them. I'm praying for Travis, man. Travis, if you hear this, man, like, I'm praying for you. I want the best for you, for real.
That's nice, because some people just, you know, say stuff to be mean, but anybody really caring about how he really feels. It's just more.
Man, I hope that nigga don't crash out, man. But I just feel like I've been hurt before. I just feel like that shit ain't. I feel like Ray ain't gonna be able to recover from that shit, man.
So What would you like to be known for? Once you passed on, what legacy would you like to leave behind?
When I die?
Yeah.
When I die, I want to leave a legacy of, I want to change the narrative, man. I want to change the narrative of, especially in Mobile, Alabama. Like, a lot of people say that if you don't support me, I ain't gonna support you. You know what I'm saying? If you don't do for me, I ain't gonna do for you. If you don't scratch my back, I ain't gonna scratch yours. But I feel like it's gonna take a motherfucker, like it's gonna take a certain type of nigga to like blow and to still fuck with the people that weren't fucking with him. You know what I'm saying? Simply off of, I wanna make my community better. You know what I'm saying? King Vaughn said some shit like, hey, when I got out of prison, I was just gonna get around dirt and shit. I wasn't gonna rap. Like, Bruce said he wasn't gonna rap. He was just gonna get around dirt and rob a couple of niggas, get 100,000. There's so many niggas around me, so many niggas in Mobile that got that same mindset. You know what I'm saying? But if you give them motherfuckers the opportunity to not have to do that, you know what I'm saying? And shit, they ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? So if I was to ever blow, God was to ever bless me with, you know, the type of money to help people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna change my city first. And a lot of people say, one of my homeboys said, bro, you might end up dying in that shit because, you know, Boosie, like, told young boy, get the fuck out of Baton Rouge. You know what I'm saying? Like, leave your city. That's in the Bible, too. You know what I'm saying? The Bible say, you know, like, when Jesus was a young boy, you know what I'm saying? People started hating on Jesus when he was in, you know what I'm saying, when he was in his hometown. Yeah. You feel me? Like, the Bible say something like a prophet, like, you can't, like, your familiarity, like, when you from a certain city, people get familiar with you, they ain't gonna value your talent, they ain't gonna value your mindset like that because they so familiar with you. They grew up with you, they know you from, you know what I'm saying? So they ain't gonna value you when you know what I'm saying?
Who you became because they're stuck on what you was.
Exactly. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? My whole thing when I die, like, I don't even care necessarily about dying. I ain't scared of dying, but I just want my little girls, man, my daddy that's in heaven, like my mama, my sister, like I just want them to be able to say like he changed the city, the world, like he changed that shit for the better, like just like Martin Luther King. Like Martin Luther King died for what the fuck he believed in, but this is the thing, Martin Luther King had a dream, and it's so powerful, bro. That dream came true. Right. That shit came true. He died, he laid on his sword, and that shit came true. Regardless how they felt back then. Like back then I just think about how Martin Luther King was, like, and how it was back then. Like that nigga was getting beat, he was getting like tortured. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He had some of his own people telling him, like Malcolm X was telling Martin Luther King, hey, bro, you tripping, like you supposed to be slapping the fuck out of these motherfuckers. Like you supposed to be goddamn fighting back. Yeah. Like I can just only imagine like having that in your ear, you getting beat, getting put in jail for nothing. I can just imagine like how hard it was for him to keep going, like keep going, like keep going. You know what I'm saying? So like in the end, it paid off, bro. All his family, all of us, me, you, white folk, Mexican folk, respect the fuck out of Martin Luther King. Yeah. So like at this point in my life, bro, I don't give a fuck about like dying or whatever. I just care about like making everything better, bro. Like so my kids will be able to have something to be proud of, you know what I'm saying, with their daddy, you feel me? They son, my mom with their son, my dad, you know what I'm saying, all that type of shit.
So have you said E-Yayo and Yayo Too Hard? So is that like an alter ego of yours, two different people, all of something you go by?
Honestly, Yayo Too Hard, just like, I couldn't put E-Yayo on Facebook, like, as my name, so I just put Yayo Too Hard. When it comes to E-Yayo, like, you know, that's just my name, for real, like, I mean, he ain't really no alter ego, for real, like, I am who I am, like, regardless, like people that know me, everybody that know me, they know, like, I stand on my 10 toes, like, you know what I'm saying, I ain't changed up, like, I'm the same nigga, you know what I'm saying, like, I'm the same sincere, like, humble ass nigga that I've been since I've been a legit, for real. So, like, you know, yeah. Okay. Hey, yo, I just did the sit down with exclusive film, man. Y'all tap in with them, bro. Like, get y'all interview done, man. Hey, look, find me on social media, Yayo Too Hard on Facebook, E____ Yayo on Instagram. E-Yayo E-Yayo on YouTube. Y'all tap in and make sure y'all tap in with exclusive singles, man. We out.